YouTube, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over our current investments. When should we be selling them? When is our next big investment? Also, what trading methods can we be doing in the meantime while we wait for that next investment? Also, what content to expect in the next few days. But before we get into all that, we need to talk about content today on Sunday. If you want to have millions of coins in eafc like me, go to u7buy.com for cheap, fast, and reliable coins. Make sure you use code TEDDY at checkout to get 6% off your order. Link is in the description down below. Content today on Sunday was pretty straightforward. We got mini release, we got some SBCs. There was no fully repeatable icon SBC like we were maybe hoping for. It was just the hero SBC like we expected. But the player SBC of the day was Haji. I don't know why I'm looking in the player section. I need to go to the icon section. Haji SBC. Not terrible. 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. It's a decent card if you want to get them done. That's basically all I'm going to say. There's so many cards on this game at the moment. He cost around, was it 500? Yeah, 500,000 coins. The like to dislike ratio is pretty decent on Footbin. Good. The finesse shot, good playstyle plus dead ball. I like dead ball quite a bit. I would say at least have like one player with dead ball on your team. I do prefer to have that. And yeah, Haji, 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. If you want to get him done, boom, there you go. Probably best being played centrally. I don't think out wide on the wing will be his strong suit. Now, the other SBC we got was the Hero SBC as expected. 87 plus Encore Hero player pick. It's repeatable twice. I already did it once. And it refreshes on, I believe, Wednesday. It usually goes Icon SBC or Hero SBC Sunday, refreshes Wednesday, refreshes Saturday. That's usually how it goes. So the SBC 86, 87, 87 with a team of the week requirement. We did see some of the fodder like 87s go up a little bit at content drop. And it wasn't a terrible SBC, to be honest. I mean, I think we were a little blinded because the first player pick we opened had it was all fantasy cards. It was fantasy Marquisio and fantasy Ramirez. So we were kind of blown away at first, and nothing else beat that player pick. So kind of blinded by the first one, but it's not terrible. Like the previous hero player picks we've had, they're like awful to absolutely terrible, but this was actually decent. So if you want to get it done, it's repeatable twice, refreshes Wednesday and Saturday, and it moved fodder a tiny bit. Nothing super crazy though. Now, the other content, that was it for SBCs. The other content we got today was an evolution, a free evolution, and it's pretty solid. I mean, I can never really complain about a free evolution, especially when it's decent for some of the higher rated cards, and it is a center back one, silky center half. And there's some solid cards. If we go on Footbin, I think the most popular one is Varane. I know people had information on this before it came out, because if we look at Varane, this dude was, I mean, look at his price. Look what happened. So if we go Sunday, he was 150K. And then before content drop, he was 250. Content drop, he was 260. I saw him at 260 at content. I said this card's going extinct at 320 because, I mean, the evolution, look, this is what happens to his card. You put him into silky center half, boom. That's the card you get out of it. And I mean, it's really solid, and it's free. You basically get, what is this, the Thunderstruck Varane? A better version of Thunderstruck Varane? A much better version of Thunderstruck Varane. You get an extra playstyle plus. So really solid Evo, free. If you had Varane, amazing. He's going to be extinct 100%. So a lot of other players too. I mean, some of the golds, some stacked Evos. I know Araujo was one people were looking at. Looks like Rudiger looks pretty solid as well. That Rudiger looks more than solid. Holy crap, it looks really solid. So it's a good Evo, free Evo. Just wanted to give you guys that information. We do our content drop every day. Now, let's get into the market. It's not going to be super long today. Very straightforward. So our current investments. What are our current investments? It's really mainly just the team of the weeks and the fantasy cards. That's mainly it, maybe the 84s. But let's go into team of the weeks first. So team of the weeks, what's the situation? They're down in price a little bit right now. They were 20 basically 28.5, 29K around content drop. They went up, they were selling a lot of lazy sales, a lot of listings around 30K easy. Right now though, they're down in price, 26,750 coins. You can probably get them for like 26K or less. And I think I like that. I know we've talked about the 84 times 5, not really moving team of the weeks as much as an 83 times 10, but maybe we get lucky and some sort of SBC comes out tomorrow on Monday. Monday's always an upgrade SBC day. So maybe we get lucky there. There is an 85 times 5 that's in the pack code, and it's said to either be coming as an SBC or an objective. Now it could come out. Do I think it's going to come out? No. Maybe we get really lucky though, and it does, just because when I look at it, it's like, okay, we have an 84 times 5 SBC at the moment, refreshing daily. Are we really going to get on top of that an 85 plus times 5 SBC? I don't know if we would. So we'll see. We'll see. But every single day, team of the weeks are required. We have the 84 times 5. We have the hero player pick refreshing Wednesday. We have the stupid 100 player pack that sucks, but it refreshes on Tuesday and it has a team of the week requirement. So I'm thinking like Tuesday or Wednesday we sell our team of the weeks. But for now, try to pick up these team of the weeks for pretty cheap on bid and just lazy list them. You saw on my transfer list, I don't even have that many team of the weeks, but I lazy listed them at 31.5 because I was like, you know what, I'm just going to wait to sell mine. So I did a high lazy listing and I was getting sales. I mean, I got 2 sales in one listing and I didn't even have that many cards. So I think picking up these team of the weeks for 26,000 coins or less and lazy list them, let's do the math. You want a lazy list for like 1K per card. So if you bought for 26K and listed for 28.5, you would make over 1,000 coins. So if you can pick up for 26K, lazy list for 28.5, you'll probably get a ton of sales. And I'm whoa, really? Was this from earlier or is this from just now? I think these ones are just now. And what are the bids like? 20? No one's even bidding on them. That's crazy. 25.5 and no one's even bidding on these cards. Are they just gonna, let me clear this so we can see what the rest go for. Oh. All right, great. Thanks, EA. Yeah, so I think team of the weeks and just lazy list them. And guys, always remember to lazy list your cards into content drop. You'll get so many sales. Lazy listing into content drop. What does that mean? Content drop for me is at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you need to list your cards up at like 45 to 50 minutes before content. So for me, I'd list up at like 110, 115, 105 to 115. That like 10-minute window is when you want your cards listed. And the reason why you do that is because as people are doing the SBC, your cards are popping up 10 minutes after content drop. So that's when a lot of people are doing the SBC. Gives it a little time for the fodder, the team of the weeks to go up a little bit. And then your cards are popping up as people are doing it, and people are lazy. They will overpay a couple 100 coins, 1,000 coins, and you get so many sales, guys. You need to list your cards into content drop. It is such an easy way to make coins. So that's the situation with team of the weeks. I think you can pick some of them up, and we just saw with the bids. Let's take a peek at those bids. How did some of them do? Boom, 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 all the way out here. What do we got? 25.25. I mean, I said 26K. Looks like people are buying these things for 25K. That's crazy. So try to get some deals on these team of the weeks. It should be pretty easy. And the reason why I'm not bidding, by the way, I have hundreds of fantasy cards. I have to do an unassigned glitch to buy more cards. So that's the team of the week situation. Definitely have them sold before Thursday though. So Wednesday is the last day to be selling these cards. And for now, if you want to put your coins somewhere, it's the team of the weeks. Now, the other investment, fantasy cards. Let's talk about those. We're waiting for their upgrade. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to babble on about fantasy cards. We're simply just waiting for their upgrade. I know a big one we were watching was Stanway. I'm waiting for her upgrade. Honestly, I'm looking at her and she seems like really good stat-wise. It's a really good card. So I honestly might hold her for a little bit because we were looking. This is a card, right? Yeah, here it is. This is the card, what it could look like with all the upgrades. It's nasty. It's really nasty, but it still might be fodder price, which is ridiculous. But I'm going to hold and wait to find out because it looks great. It looks like a great card. Where was I? The other stuff I wanted to mention with these cards, they're all rising. These fantasy cards are starting to go back up closer to what their fodder price is. So I think holding some of these fantasy cards waiting for their upgrade, wait for the panic of everyone mass listing because so many people are buying these cards, waiting for them to get their upgrade. Wait for that mass listing to go away. So you got to wait a few days and then I'll sell, especially because I think the high fodder is going to continue to rise. There's like no supply right now. No one's really opening packs, but on top of no one really opening packs, we're getting some pretty good SBCs. There's the Chalmany SBC. Vinny Player of the Month is on the way. So a lot of potential SBCs to be making some of this higher rated fodder actually go up in price. So I'm waiting on those fantasy cards, waiting for their upgrades, but probably waiting past that. Their upgrades are on Wednesday, by the way. Because I just saw this, I forgot I should probably show you guys mini release. My bad. Mini release cards. It's really nothing special. Sanchez is decent. There's two of them. 5-star skills or 5-star weak foot. Larson, nothing special. Forsberg, nothing special. Bascarotti, nothing special. Laren, nothing special. These cards are just fodder. And then Mahrez, 5-star, 5-star. I'm not going to say nothing special on this card. I think this is a player I might be watching to trade with, invest in on Thursday. And then the other card is Casemiro. Looks solid. 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. I'm not really going to give an opinion too much on him until we see how he is in game, because I know this card has felt fairly heavy in game. So definitely a CDM. I don't think I'd look to play someone like this box to box. For sure a CDM type player. So that was the full content. That's the fantasy update. We went over the team of the week cards. Now I want to mention 84s because they're really cheap. I mean, might as well show it on Flipin if you see their price. They were up before content a decent amount, but right now they're back down at like min price. And guys, you know, whenever 84s go close to min price, it's a pretty good buy. It's every time I've said this, I think it's been going on for like a month now. They rise fairly well the next day. Now, what could come out tomorrow on Monday? Honestly, I don't even know. Maybe like an 85 player pick would be solid, but we just had that. But hey, what is it called? Once supply is done from Foot Champs on Monday, Tuesday, guess what? The 100 player pack SBC refreshes. That has 284 squads. So I think these 84s are going to be a pretty decent pickup. And it's like, you ever have a piece of hair on your cheek and you see it in your vision, but I can't grab it? Okay, it looks like no one's really bidding on them. They're 1,100 coins. So if you can get them on bid for 1,100 or 1,200, that's fine. They're 1,300 coins. So 1,200 coins is an easy buy. If you're on a low budget, I highly recommend you do this. Buy them for 1,200, list them up for like 1,600, 1,700 coins, and you'll probably be able to sell them on Tuesday. I'd say Tuesday would be a decent sell day on these 84s. So that's a low budget thing. If you're broke, pick up some of these 84s. And I'd say, and by broke, I mean like anyone 500K or less, at least go buy like at least 100 of these. It shouldn't take you that long. Fill your transfer list and then maybe buy a couple team of the weeks to lazy list as well. So that's the 84 situation. Someone's bidding a lot on that smalling. What do we have? I'd say 1,200 is the price to aim for. The max to pay is 13. I would not go over 13. I mean, you can look. They're all 13. They're all 13. So, I mean, try to get for 12. Definitely try to get for 12. So that's the 84 situation on a low budget. And that's really it for the trades. You have the team of the weeks. You can pick some of them up and just lazy list them. You have the 84s if you're on a low budget. The fantasy cards we're holding. I think the high fodder. I think the fodder is going to be going up. So I think that's going to help the fantasy cards as they get their upgrades. Do I think we should be buying high fodder? Not necessarily. But I definitely think holding our fantasy cards that are going to be getting upgrades is a good move. And then you guys know Thursday, big investment day. I think Thursday is going to be great. We've talked about this multiple times. Why do I think Thursday is great? Because what happened on Thursday, EA changed rival rewards and they're really solid. So there's a good amount of supply on Thursday. And with that supply, it's going to be a good idea to buy a lot of cards. We bought on Thursday this Musiala for 43, 44K. He went over 70K. He's back down a little bit. A good way to actually showcase the supply on Thursday and how it kind of works. Someone was asking me, hey, when do I buy on Thursday? It's kind of like a waiting thing, a waiting game. You can see why right here. If we look at 85s on Thursday, you can see here they were. As rival rewards comes around, they drop and they drop and they drop and they drop and they drop. And you got to think about it like this. Like Europe wakes up, you're going to be opening your rival rewards. And then America wakes up, we're going to be opening our rival rewards. Like we're not opening them as soon as it comes out. It's like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning. I think it's 3 o'clock in the morning for me. So a lot of people in the US are not opening this. They're going to open their rewards when they wake up. So as you can see, it's really like a slower decline as the day goes on, because more supply from rival rewards as people wake up. So I'd say probably before content drop is going to be the best buy time on some cards on Thursday. That's what I would assume. That's what I'm guessing. And what cards are we buying? You can pick up some FUT birthday cards. You can buy fodder. Like, let's say we get a really good SBC that requires a certain rating and we see it go up in price. Like we saw with the 85. You can buy the 85 on Thursday. If you see the drop, you see right here from 8.5 down to 6.5, went all the way back up to 7.7. So obviously, if we have fodder that does good, we can watch out for that. We can pick up any FUT birthday cards. If you want a FUT birthday card for your team before they go out of packs, that's probably a good day to buy them. Maybe an icon. An icon I'm watching out for. Someone in my chat, and the price movement was really interesting. One of you guys commented on it as well. Apparently, this Pires is actually really solid in game. Apparently, he's really good. So I think looking at this card on Thursday will be interesting. There's a guy in the YouTube video, last one, that commented, bro, I missed out on Pires. There was so much profit. He went up a ton. And look what happened. The dude was down at basically 150. Went all the way up to 235. I think he might actually be decent in game. So watching this card on Thursday for sure. But the main stuff we're watching are the re-release cards. We're going to watch Doku. We're going to watch Joao Felix. We're going to watch Cole Palmer. Garincha. Stuff like this. We'll be watching these cards. Hopefully on Thursday we can see them take a nice little dip and then buy them before they go back out of packs on Friday. So we buy on Thursday, they go back out of packs on Friday. Now, I would like to stay on the lower budget end. I don't really want to buy some of these really higher tier, more expensive cards. It's just the price range, the really mid-tier, lower-ish tier card that's not fully fodder is Joao Felix, and he's min price. So I need this price range to get updated bad. So hopefully they update this price range and we can buy some Joao Felixes. Because all the other ones, like Cole Palmer's expensive, Doku's expensive, Garinch is expensive, Neymar's, like they're expensive cards. So I want to go for a cheaper end card. And that's the situation. Big investments on Thursday, selling most of our investments Wednesday, and then buying a lot of stuff on Thursday. So that's that. Those are our investments. That's how we're making coins trading with Team of the Weeks, the 84s, and then waiting for Thursday. Now, expected content. Tomorrow's Monday, upgrade SBC day. Probably get a new player pick, maybe an 85 player pick. Tuesday is when we get the party bag type player pick. That's what this one is right here. Expect something like this. Probably the same thing to come out again. It sucks. Not going to do it. And then, tomorrow, Monday is, who's the SBC? Reece James. And then Tuesday is Luke Bacchia. I think that's how you say his name. And then there's also Evo. There's a silver Evo that's leaked. I'll pull it up on Twitter. FUT Police leaked this. Max overall 74. Players that fit it will get 5-star skills, first touch, and technical playstyle plus. I don't think you should try to trade with any of these cards because silvers and bronzes, when you do evolution trades, you can get coin wiped like fairly easy. So I don't think I would mess around with those. Just a heads up. Yeah, like if you buy a silver for 500 or 1,000 coins and it goes to 10K, very good chance to get coin wiped. So I don't think that's worth risking it. And that is it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, comment section down below, my trading Discord and my Twitch live stream description down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.